Yeah, I'm pretty sure the police are going to stop me going down the road like this. So first up is Farmhouse. This is by Radshot G-Play, 64.02 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find both of these, as you can imagine, under Farmhouses. Now you may be thinking, that icon there in the shop menu is a little different. Well, let's face it, it's got a different colour on the outside. That's because for this first one, you can actually change it. So customization, you can have grey block, yellow facade, grey facade, red brick, and then back to the original grey block. So that house is going to cost you 65 grand. We then got the second one, the bungalow, which is going to cost you 40 grand. Now you may be thinking, I don't see any triggers on the outside. No. That's because we can go in. So we'll open up that door like that. There we are. A little bit of a porchway. Open up that door there. Straight ahead is going to be your bathroom. So you go in there, have a little bit of a rinse off. Can sit down, have a little bit of a poo. Why not? Then we'll come in here. We'll open up that door. There's your living room area. I mean, your sleep trigger is by the settee. I mean, I think there's plenty of times we've all been sleeping on the settee when we've upset the wife. But okay, fair enough. Then we'll come in here. There's your little kitchen area. Fair enough. Now, obviously, you know, some people like the interior, some people don't. You know, it's just a sleep trigger. You're not going to be spending much time on it. Entirely up to you. I do like a house that you can go into. I'm just going to leave it there. So we'll come in there like that. For the bungalow, we'll open up that door. There's your bathroom. Jobs are good. We'll come around here and we've got our dining room area stroke kitchen. Alright, fair enough. And we'll spin it back round here. And we're going to go through this door. Well, saying that, we'll literally go through this door. Okay, just walk through. No problem. Well, that being said, oh, we've got to go through this door. I'm going to say. Ah, here we go. This has actually got a bedroom. There's your sleep trigger. I was expecting the sleep trigger to be by the sofa like the previous one, but okay. I mean, you don't have to open the door on that one, but all right, fair enough. And next up is Stock Pack for Farm Aid products. This is by Sodelzuck, 30.91 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it. Well, the first batch is going to be found under silos anyway. So we've got this silo here, 22.5 grand to buy. We then got this one here, which is 22.5 grand, and then this one here, which is also 22.5 grand. Now you may be thinking some of these don't look the same as the old shop icon. That's because you can customize it. So that's how you come out like that. So standard version on this first one anyway. So you've got variant 1 without sign. You can then have variant 2, a different colour scheme. You can have it with a road salt sign, a lime sign, pig food sign, seed sign, wheat, no. That was seed, yeah. I'm losing my mind here. So you've got wheat, we've got solid fertiliser, that's the one. We've got mineral feed, and then back to your road salt. And obviously you've got the different colour version there as well. Now, the second one, obviously, this is going to start off as the twin silo. So you've got the same sort of thing again. So you've got without a sign. Then you've got this variant. So you can either have like a on the side job or a twin standing, whatever you want to call it. So liquid fertilizer, herbicide, what's that? Mineral foot? No, solid additive, water, diesel, DEF, and then back to your liquid fertilizer. And then for the last one, we've got over here. Got a few different things on the go with this one, so we'll customize it again. So you've got for bale wrap without a sign, then you got bale twine, you then got what's that, a bale net, and then you got your bale wrap sign, bale twine, bale net, and then back to the original. Now, all of these are buy-inable silos. So obviously, the ones that we've seen the signs on, let's face it, that's what you can be buying in. So you got the first one here. So you got your oats for your horses, you got wheat, seeds, mineral feed, lime, solid fertilizer, pig food, road salt, and then back to the oats. This one, on the other hand, it's a little bit interesting because you've got solid additive, great. Water, 11 grand. 11 grand for water, really? Herbicide, diesel exhaust fluid, which doesn't mean much to me on console. And then you got your diesel, and you got your liquid fertilizer again. It's just like water. 11 grand to fill that up with water. Really? Just go to a river. You're going to get it for free. But okay, fair enough. And this one is obviously going to be for your bale wrapping shenanigans. You got your square bale twine, round bale net, bale wrap, and then back to your square bale tines. So obviously, you buy it all in bulk. Then you come with your vehicle, your piece of equipment, just do it, fill it up, jobs are good 'un. 11 grand for water, though. Now, you may be thinking, all right, with the silos, that's great, no problem. We can get cracking with that. But this pack also comes with some transportation options. I mean, we've got the MKS10 and then the MKS50. I mean, the MKS10, obviously 10,000 litres, you can change the colour up. But to be fair, comes as chrome. So why would you just leave it as it is? Although, you know, you got a few options. What about go black? Oh, matte black. Actually, that looks all right, I must admit. You've also got the MKS 50, as the name would suggest, 50,000 litre capacity, 100 grand to buy. And then we've got some IBCs, so you can buy your silage additive, 2,000 litres. That's going to... Wow. Wow. Really? 2,000 litres for 80 grand. 80 grand. Man, that's some expensive silage additive, I must admit. You got your water again. It's IBC water. 2,000 litres is going to cost you 150. Just back a trailer into a river. You're going to get it for free. I mean, your diesel, 2,750 for 2,000 litres. That's not bad. Price is all right. And to finish it off, we got the DEF, the diesel exhaust fluid. So if you're on console like me, yeah, you're probably just going to ignore that one anyway. But 80 grand. 80 grand. I mean, with the 80 grand on that silage additive and the 11 grand on water, this is a pricey mod, I must admit. Next up is Planet Bunkersilo Pack. This is by Hispano, 5.3 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under silos. Now, we've got some very big capacities on these. We're just going to say that. Yeah, fair enough. Now, we've got the first one here, which is 155 grand. So that's going to be your 2,000, where's it, KL? All right, what, 1,000 litres? 2,000 litres. So that means 2 million. I can just write 2 million, but okay. And then got the second version, which is 255 grand, which is 4,000 litres. That means it's 4 million litres. And then the last one on the end for 335 grand is going to be the 6,000 litres. That is just a random way of putting it. So 6 millilitres on the big one at the end. But what I do like about these, plenty of space, great. You've also got these markers here. I mean, they're just for aesthetic, but you know, you put your chaff, you fill it up to this line, you're talking about 1 million litres. You put it all the way out here to about this line, you're talking 2 million litres. So it's giving you a bit of a guide, which is all right indeed. Now, you've got this little bit of rack in here. You could potentially store some stuff on. Now, I've tried getting up this ladder. Yeah, I'm not having any luck getting up there. But what you can do is go up the slope of it, jump over the railings. There you go. You can get up there anyway. Oh, that's all right. That's all right indeed. I mean, there's 6,000 litre one on the end. Obviously, that's going to take a lot to fill up, I must admit. I mean, there's plenty of space on the go. I mean, obviously, the bigger they get, the wider they get, the more they're going to hold. For 6,000 litres. All right, we're going to call it that anyway. Next up is Arch Hall. This is by Leo, 17.4 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. And that's going to cost you 50 grand to place down. And to be fair, it looks like an abandoned aircraft what was it? Aircraft hangar. Nearly said aircraft carrier. It's not a boat. It's a shed. But that looks awesome. I mean, you could just imagine like rolling down some random dirt track and finding this out in the middle of nowhere. That is ace. So we'll open up that door like that. There we are. I mean, once you're inside, plenty of space on the go. And we have got these side doors as well we can open. So you've got that one like that. Got this one this side. I mean, so it's drive-through both ends and drive-through at the side as well. That is not bad. I like it. I mean, just like the whole... I mean, you could see this on like a disused military base. That sort of thing. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is the Monoslope Cow Barn. This is by American Modding Inc. 44.4 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you could imagine, under cows. Now, it's going to cost you 425 grand. It says it's going to hold 99 cows, but obviously it's got the old expandable pasture out the back. Now, we'll come back to that in a minute, because I placed it down as it was. And I'll show you actually how many we got in there. Now, you do have the option to change the colour. We'll zoom out a bit. There you are. A bit better. You can change the colour of the sides if you like. So That's the ones that come in the pack. Great, no problem. And also you have the option of putting the meadow down or just leaving the ground as it is. Now, we can come up to these gates, right? We can open the gates. That's great. We can also close the gates. Yeah, fair enough. Where am I going with this? Well, you can actually walk through them. Yeah, there's no collisions on these gates. So I drove a tractor all the way through here. Didn't get stopped once. But all right, fair enough. So we'll come down here. You've got your loading in point for your straw and your feed. Then we'll come down this end and we've got the animal dialogue box just here. Again, you can walk through this gate, no problem. Now the animal dialogue box icon is just here. The actual trigger point for it is just in here. There we are. Now, as I said before, it's saying 99. I got 133 in here. Place this down as it was. And I got a little bit, well, I say I got a little bit extra. Got like, what, 30% extra? I mean, I'm not complaining at that, mind you. I mean, the gates, yeah, it's one of those things. You could drive through, you totally ignore it. Not a problem. Makes it a little bit easier. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Hi-Vis LED Lights Tractor Front Weight. This is by Scandinavian Vikings Mod Rebuilds Team. 2.26 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under weights. Now, it starts off with 1.8 ton. Or, well, weight to it anyway. But we do have the colour option straight away. I mean, what if that's it, the class grey is 430? What's the no price version? Because they're making you pay for paint straight away. I mean, if we don't get the option to have it paintless, well, it's actually starting price of 3,880. But okay, fair enough. So you've got your base weight, 1,800 kilos, so 1.8 ton. It then goes up to 2.2 ton, 2.6 ton, 3 ton, 3.4 ton, and then back to 1.8. So with 3.4, that is definitely going to keep either end of your tractor down, because obviously this is going to mount to a 3-point, so you could put it on the back, you could put it on the front, entirely up to you. But if you do put it on the back, we've got a trailer hitch right there. Oh indeed, that is all right. The next up is the Bomech 24. This is by Agra Modding, 8.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Slurry Tools. Now, you may be thinking, we already got one of these in the game. Well, that was the old 2115 with a 21 meter working width. This is a little bit bigger. So 24 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed for a touch under 90 grand to buy. There is no options. Obviously, it's going to hook up to a slurry tanker that's got the old 3-point hitch on the back. So if you're into your dribble hosing, doing your slurrying, this should fit in nicely. Right, next up is Hitch Support. This is by Scandinavian Vikings Mod Rebuilds Team. 6.48 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under wheel loaders. Now, this is a trailer hitch, as you can imagine, for your wheel loaders. I mean, saying Hitch Support there for the L120H and the L180H. 3,335 to buy. Again, that's the base colour. I mean, why not just make the standard price 3,765? We'll just go with that anyway. You then got your drawbar, so you got your pintle hitch. We'll go with that. Ball hitch, or then pintle hitch. Now, I mean, that's going to be a pin hitch and a ball hitch, right? That's fair enough. Height adjustments. You got level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to number 1. And then again, you can change the colour if you like. I mean, you got a Volvo colour there. Match up to the old wheel loader. Now, let's see how we get on. So I've got the old Volvo 180. Now I'm going to need to start the engine up. That'd be a good idea. Now this should just hook up to the back. Oh, it's articulated. I don't like articulated vehicles. Dear, come on. Right, we'll wiggle it into place. There we are. So attach it on. Now we can move some trailers around with your wheel loader. And next up is the U600 Tour. This is by Nikos321, 3.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under rollers. Now, this is going to require 20 horsepower from your tractor, 3 meter working width, and an 8 mile an hour working speed. It's only going to cost you 900, so that is all right indeed. You then got your designs. You got your standard with weights or standard. So you got your little weights on the edge like that. Just helps push it into the ground a little bit better. You then got your main colour. We're going to go with, we'll go with that one. It's going to do the main framework. You then got your roller colour, which is going to be your rollers. And then you've got your drawbar colour, which is going to be the drawbar on the front. I mean, to be fair, I like it. Do you know what? We'll go with the standard. Standard colour looks all right. I mean, it's one of those things, like you've made it yourself. So if you're going down that whole role play scenario where you've got an old school tractor, you've knocked this up in your shed, just made it out of bits you got lying around, that would fit in nicely. And next up is the Lizard Rice Seeder 500. This is by Capello. 0.6 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under seeders. Now, this has got a 500 litre capacity, 50 horsepower requirement from your tractor, and a 4 metre working width with a 7 mile an hour working speed. It's only going to cost you £2,000, but bearing in mind, it's only going to do rice. Sometimes modders name them in a certain way, and it's not that, it's going to do everything. No, this is only going to do rice. So if you're not doing rice, you might want to give this a miss, but if you are doing rice, yeah, something little, get a little tractor on the go, in the water, chucking out your rice seed. Why not? The next up is the Lizard EV120. This is by 76 Max, 8.68 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under manure spreaders. Now, this has got a 13,000 litre capacity, 130 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 9 metre working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed for £27,000. You're then going to have your options of wheel setups. You've got your standard, you've got your wide tyres, or go for wide tyres. I mean, if you're not playing with, crop destruction on, go with wide tyres. They just look so much better. But that being said, that's all right, spreader, that is. And next up is the Brantner Z 18051. This is by Premium Power, 3.78 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got a 19,600 litre capacity, and it starts off £37,000. Now, we'll get rid of some of that. No, we can't get rid of some of that because we got even the base version's 50. Right, okay, fair enough. What about the cover? We'll get rid of the colour. There you are. So 37,050 is your standard version. So you then got your options. You got your Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Raderstein, and then Continental again. We have got some different ones in Continental, but okay. We then got Afkleber, whatever that means, but it is changing the colour of the stickers on the side. So okay, fair enough. Cover design 2. Well, I mean, it's got no design 2, then design 1, and then no. So design 1 is putting a little bit of arch support on it. All right, fair enough. You got your main color, which is going to be the framework. You then got your design color, which is going to be the side bits. I mean, don't get me wrong. All right looking trailer, that is. Swivel axle on the front though, so just drive forward. It's so much easier. And next up is the John Deere 500 grain cart. This is by Hemerson Dentino, ML Modding and Autin Modding. 8.82 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under auger wagons. Now, it's got a 15,000 litre capacity, 110 horsepower requirement from your tractor, and a 22.5 grand price tag, which is the base price. Finally, somebody stop putting extras on as soon as you come into the shop. You got your option of wheel setups. You got your standard, your rice tyres number 2, worn rice tyres. Oh, maybe they need to be changed up a little bit. Take it down to the old tyre shop. Worn rice tyres number 2, and then standard number 2, and then back to your originals. All right, I like that. You got to deal with a little bit of wearage on the tyres before you even get cracking. Fair enough. And next up is the Capello Quasar HS16. This is by Hispano, 5.47 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under corn headers. Now, despite what the name suggests, it's a 12 metre working width. You would have thought HS16 would have been a 16 metre, but all right, fair enough, we'll roll with it. 125 grand to buy, and then you've got your main colour options, which is going to be the top bit. Ooh, wow, that's bright. We'll go over grey. That's better. Then you got your design colour is going to be those bits. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the standard base game corner headers are tiny, so it's great to have bigger versions. And obviously, this folds out, so you haven't really got to worry about putting it onto a trailer or anything. That's ace. Next up is the Demco Special Transports. This is by Hispano, 36.39 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under low loaders. Now, we have got potentially a giant auto-loading bale trailer. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's saying it's got a maximum 52 bale capacity. It's going to cost you 78.5 grand to buy. You do have the option of auto-load, yes or no. Now, there is a note on the website that if you go for the auto load version, the ramps won't open at the back. So just bear that in mind. Now, if you also go for the auto load option, you get the option to have 52, 41 or 28 bale capacity. Go for the 52. I mean, it's better to have and not need. Yeah, definitely. You have the option of Continental, Michelin, Nokian, and then Continental again on the tyres. You've got standard and standard 2s in there. Then you've got your main colour is going to be that bit. You've got your rim protector colour. I'm assuming they mean hubs. Right, we'll go with red. There we are. That's the hubs. Reflective side markers. We'll go with white. Going to do those bits. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, if you're thinking, oh, this is a little bit small. I mean, why would you even think this is a little bit small? It's huge. But if you are thinking, oh, you want something a little bit bigger, they've got this. The old SPTR 8x4. I mean, look at it. It's got 8 axles. I mean, the options are the same. I mean, even if you go for the auto load, you can have a bit more capacity. So you can go for a 72, a 36, or a 54. So the capacity is there, but everything else is going to be the same. Now, if you go for the non-auto load version, obviously LB&A, unfold the ramps out the back. I mean, it's that big. I've got to zoom out. It's huge. There we are. That's great. And there is straps there to hold stuff down. And then once you've unfolded the ramps, obviously those little warning signs come out as well. That is all right indeed. Now, we have got a few options on the go here. We got open cover, LB and left on the D-pad. It's going to do those bits. It's going to fold those down like that. Then you've got your other side, and it's going to be doing that front bit. It's going to move the whole thing out of the way. And there you are. Load some stuff in there. When you're done, chuck it back in. That is great. And then spin it around, and we have got LB and RB together, and right stick left and right, raise tool axis 3. It's going to be putting those signs out. Right, fair enough. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because RB and right stick up and down is going to, it's like lifting the whole axle at the back. Well, like the back half. The back 4 axles it's raising up on that one. So RB and right stick left and right is they're going to do the front. So what if we do both? No, we'll do that one. Me trailer's not even on the ground. Oh dear. How's that even moving? We're not on the ground, but okay. You do you and go however you want, which is fair enough. Now, obviously, that is the non-standard. Well, I say non-standard. It's the non-auto-loading bale trailer. So let's go give the auto-loader a go, because there is a couple of movements, shall we say. LB and right stick. There we are. So they don't seem to be doing anything on the standard one. So we'll do LB and X operating position. Boom. There we are. So LB and right stick left and right. There we are. So it's for the auto load. Jobs are good, and so we'll just move it like that. So left and right obviously does it left and right. And then up and down, obviously going to do it up and down. Right, so we'll leave it about there. And then go collect the rest. Well, I think I've got, was it 54 on this one? I mean that trailer. I mean, all the wheels turn as well. So it's great at manoeuvring. You just have to be careful that you know the trailer is coming. Otherwise, you're going to reverse into something. But alright, fair enough. That is a good trailer. Right, next up is the Armatrac 1104. This is by Hispano, 17.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, this has got a 110 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, and an 80.5 grand price tag. You can then change the wheel brands. You've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Radarstein, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg again. What have we got the other end? Twins all round. Actually, they look alright, actually. I mean, I do like twins on a small tractor, I must admit. Then you got your fenders, so you got your yes or no. You got your main colour, which can be any one of those. Oh, do you know what? We'll go with this. Because, why not? And then you got your design colour, we'll go for red. So it's going to be doing that. Well, the chassis underneath, let's face it. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. All right, fair enough. I don't remember seeing an Armatrac tractor before. Is that a new brand to the game? Potentially. If it's not, I've completely forgotten about it. but I don't remember it being here, which is great. Now, a brand I do remember being in a game is Fiat. Definitely, we've seen some from Fiat before. This is the Fiat Universal 650. This is by Hispano, 75.86 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the small tractors. Now, this has got a 65 horsepower engine, 17 mile an hour top speed, and a £26,800 price tag. You can then add cabins, open at the back, completely closed, or no cabin at all. Now, if you do have the cabin on, there is going to be opening up another little option on window tinting. You can have 0%, and I put my teeth in, 25%, 50%, 75, 100, and then back to 0. I mean, is it 100%? Is that just like looking through a brick wall because you can't see anything? All right, fair enough. We'll put it on 0 because, I'm not sure that's even legal on the road, but we'll carry on. You then got your engine option. So you got your 650, 65 horsepower engine. You got the Plus version, which is 200. We're going from 65 to 200 for $3,000 extra. That is a bargain. That is a bargain every day. I'll go for that. 200 horsepower for $3,000 extra. That's awesome. Then you got Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, and then Trelleborg on the tyres. You've got some usual things on the go in there. You then got your front wheel fenders. You've got your square, round, or nothing. Then you've got your front work lights. So you've got yes or no. So you can be putting those on the roof. You've got beacon light. So you've got left, right, both, or nothing. You've got weights or front loader coupler. So you've got your weight, you got your quickie, you got your hour, and nothing. Then you got your main colour, which is going to be obviously the main colour. Design colour is going to be the chassis underneath. The ceiling colour, we'll go with orange. Match it up with the rest. And then design colour again, we'll go with blue. Oh, we've already got blue. We'll go with red. I was going to do the seat inside. All right, fair enough. And then rim colour is going to be your rims. Now, you may be thinking, that's great, but this is a two-wheel drive version. I've got a lot of muddy ground to get through. Well, they've got you covered because they've got a four-wheel drive version as well. And basically, all the options are going to be the same. So go for that. I mean, that's even better. I mean, it starts off at 90 horsepower and it goes up to 250 on the four-wheel drive version. Oh, that is ace. This mod for the day is the BigBud 450. This is by Hispano and JHHG Modding. 33.09 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under large tractors because this thing's huge. So we've got a 450 horsepower engine, 27 mile an hour top speed, and a 260.5 gram price tag. You can then change the engine setup. I say you can change the engine setup. You can't. I mean, it's under that category, but it's going for a max speed. So you got 32 kilometer or 45. All right, fair enough. That's the only two options on that one. Although it's a no-cost option, which is always good. Then you got your wheel brands, you got your BigBud, Michelin, and then BigBud again. But if you cycle through the BigBuds, you got some twins, you got some wides, you then got double wides. Look at the state of that. Double wide tyres on that. That is awesome. I love it. Then got rim contour, yes or no. Now, I couldn't find where this was. I mean, even if we put the base ones on, the rim contour, it's making like the whole thing flicker, but I'm not sure what's going on, unless it's inside. Do you know what? Is it inside? Let's get a good look. No, I can't see what that's doing, but okay, fair enough. You then got your tinted windows, you got your 25%, 50%, 100%, and then back to nothing. Overhead work lights, you got them on the front, on the back, both, or nothing. Beacon lights, left, right, both, and then nothing. And then if you do go for your beacon lights, we've got number 1, number 2, number 3. All right, let's see how far this is going to go. So, what have we had before? We had like 13 before on the beacon light. Oh, 10. Reasonable number. Nice round number as well. But okay, fair enough. Your main colour is going to be your main colour. It's going to be that bit. I mean, that's like a communal one. All right, fair enough. You got your design colour. We'll go for green. It's going to do that bit. So like the bonnet and around the windows. Then you got your chassis colour, which is obviously going to be your chassis underneath. There we are. And your railing. Do you know what? We'll go for blue so it stands out. It's going to do your railing bits. You got your engine grille, which I'll go for brown. I mean, it's going to be covered in dirt anyway when we get going in the field, but all right, fair enough. The rim contour. Oh, here we go. Let's put those in red. Oh, it's those bits. Right, fair enough. So because they were both in white before, that's why you couldn't see them. Ah, there we are. Right, we're on to something. We're on to something good. And then you got your rim colour at the end, which is obviously going to be your rims. So you go for whichever one you want. I'm quite sure that green and orange goes together, mind you. But once you have got it out, I mean, look at these wide tyres, twins all round. That is brilliant and ridiculous at the same time. I mean, can we even get it in this shed? I don't think we can. It's going to be too wide. Now, look. What if we walk it in, actually? Can we walk it in? Am I going to get stuck? Most likely. No, it's not happening. I mean, you are going to need a big shed to hold this if you've got the twins. Well, the wide twins anyway. What are the LSWs? If you got those on. I mean, just look at it. I mean, that's just ace.